Good morning, everybody. This is Eric of Eric Sports Cards at Dover. This morning we are here to do a jumbo case break of the 2012 Topps football. I did have a chance to open a case of this. I had an extra case and wasn't able to sell it to anybody, so I did break that open last night. Pretty nice case overall. Some really nice hits. None of the major autographs. Some of the some repetition on autographs. Hopefully we won't see that today. But some nice cards. Had a Andrew Luck short print variation, so there are some options in there. What I can tell you after opening the whole case is all of your hits, your short prints, your variations, everything comes within the middle of the jumbo pack. There's usually 6 to 8 to 10 insert cards or hits. So in order to save some time, we're going to breeze through the base cards, get to the hits, cover those, and breeze through the rest of the base cards so that this doesn't drag out for a really long time. Make it a little bit more interesting as we go so that you're not watching hundreds and thousands of base cards one after the other. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and get started. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching. Here is our case. And we are still sealed on the top. And the bottom. And nice little compact case, but I can tell you it holds a lot of cards. We got about 3,000 cards that come in this. Pretty nice looking set. I like a lot of focus on the quarterbacks here in this set. The quarterback, the Immortals, and then some variations of those, and reprints of all the great quarterbacks, either current or past. Got Andrew Luck on the box. Okay, let's get these where we can see them. There's 4 of the boxes. There's all 6 of them. So, like I said, what we'll do is I'll open the pack, pretty much rip through the base cards very quickly, and you'll see after a couple packs, I'll start the first couple slowly, just so you can see what I'm talking about, and then we'll move quickly from there. If anybody's interested in any of the, there are some cards that you can take to your local dealer to get a free pack of cards in the first week of September or the second week of September. They will be up for sale. The code cards will be up for sale. They were not included in the break. This break is, the jumbo break is 100% sell through. So all these teams, any of the hits are not mine. They are going out to various buyers. If you're watching this but you have not been part of our breaks so far and you would like to join us, you can just send me an email at dovercards@gmail.com. I'll put you on our mailing list. I'll send you the links for our site and everything. The more people we have, the better the breaks typically are. We love to sell through 100%. I'd much rather not have a vested interest. I don't want to be rooting for hits for me and rooting against hits for you guys. So 100% sell through really keeps my there's no conflict of interest there. I have no matter what the hits are, as long as I get them packaged and shipped out, I know I've done what I'm supposed to do. So anyway, with that, we're going to go ahead and get started. As we have time, I'll tell you about some of our current breaks that we have up for sale, some other things we have coming up shortly, in case you're interested. But again, you can see the cover here, Andrew Luck for the Colts. As you can see, these are a nice thick fat pack there. Yeah, there's 50 cards in a pack, so each box has 6 packs, 300 cards per box, 10 boxes per case, so a total of 3,000 cards. And I'm not going to stop and flip them all upside right, but I'll start with at least one so you can kind of, that's your base card. That's a Patrick Willis All-Pro. Pretty clean, easy to read, stats on the back. Typical, pretty much typical Topps card. Pretty nice photography a lot of times. Very thin card, a little bit of glossy finish to it, but overall nice card. And like I said, if we look through these, you'll see they keep switching. They go from upside down to upside right. So Aaron Rodgers. And typically towards the end you'll get a bunch of the rookies. Here we got a Whitney Mercilus, Morris Claiborne, Dre Kirkpatrick, Alshon Jeffrey, Kalichi Somali, not sure. And now here's where we get into what most people are more interested in or care a little bit more about. So we get a gold card of Curtis Lofton for the Saints. Alex Smith mini. Get a Trent Richardson. I guess this would be like a peak performance or what they had been in the past, but it does show some stats. Talks about a highlight of their career or multiple highlights of their career on the back. That's one of the Game Time giveaway cards. Bob Greasy reprint card. And that's the quarterback, the Immortal, a QB Immortals Bart Starr. And they call these Paramount Pairs. So you got Justin Blackmon there with Dez Bryant. And we do get an autograph here in our first pack. We got a Darren Sproles for the Saints. So you'll see they're not all rookie hits, they're veteran. And hopefully we'll get a good mix of autographs. Like I said, with the first case I had 3 Antonio Brown autographs, same exact card, not even different types of cards or anything. So that is kind of annoying, but what can you do? And then these are just your base cards again. And even when you have a short print variation, they show up in that middle section as an actual hit. So we'll go through another pack kind of slow like that, and then we're going to pick up the pace a little bit. Just so that everybody can see, the pattern and how it works. Oops, sorry about that. Rookies again. Russell Martin, Joe Adams, and Marvin Jones. And then you go through and we get, this is a hobby store promotion, kickoff 2012. You bring this card into your local hobby shop and get a free promo pack, 5 exclusive cards. And within that, there's a chance for autographed cards. The dates on those are, I think it was 9/5 through 9/11. So if anybody's interested, these will be up for sale. I have no idea. I haven't looked to see what they're selling for, but they will be on. I may make a, well, you know what, I probably won't make a list on the site, but I will put them on eBay, or if you want them, you can just send me an email directly at dovercards@gmail.com. So we get a Christian Ponder Mini, Laurent Robinson for the Jaguars, the giveaway card again. Get a Joe Namath reprint, Bob Greasy Quarterback Immortals, and a Paramount Pairs with Marquise Colston and Darren Sproles, both of the Saints. And then we're back to your base cards. So you can kind of see there's not a whole lot to do with base cards. I'm going to start to kind of more fan through them even quicker than what we just did. And I'm going to start by just holding those. That'll be the easiest thing. Just so you see there aren't any hits in there. Nothing kind of hidden away. There's a Robert Griffin III, and that is a base card. That's not his. I hadn't seen his variation yet, but if he has one, that's not it. There's Troy Polamalu, Sidney Rice, Eli Manning, then a Dan Marino, QB Immortals. Saw that we have a hit coming up here, so let me. Got a Steven Jackson relic. So, unfortunately, not an autograph relic, but a Steven Jackson relic. And a Paramount Pairs for the Giants, Jason Pierre-Paul and Ahmad Bradshaw. And we're just back to your base cards. There's a Cam Newton card. And that's pretty much it. That's kind of how it's going to flow from here. We do have another case of Topps Hobby that we'll be breaking this weekend. That's it. There are a few teams left in that if anybody's interested in getting involved in that break. We also have a random case break of Topps Hobby Football that we're doing. What we're doing is anybody who buys into that can vote on the 8 worst teams based on hits and whatnot, and we'll pull those 8 out of the random. We'll sell 24 spots and random off just the best 24 teams. So that'll eliminate some of the junk teams for you. You can do much better that way. So anybody who wants to be involved in that, let me know. We have 17 slots out of 24 left. We're going to break it either way, whether we sell it out or whether we stop at 7. But it's $30 for the first team, $25 for each additional slot. So basically, if you get 2, you're at $27.50. You know, that includes shipping, packaging, the whole works. So, okay, got a Tony Romo. That's a camouflage, numbered to $3.99. And there are a couple variations of parallel cards. Anquan Bolden. There's an Andrew Luck Peak Performance. Aaron Rodgers reprint. Terry Bradshaw QB Immortals. And a Paramount Pairs with Sid Rice and Alshon Jeffrey. of the Year Cam Newton card. So he has 2 separate cards in the set. What it is about the jumbo packs, sometimes they're harder to open up. The Buffalo Bills team gold card. Rob Gronkowski mini for the Patriots. Peyton Hillis with the Chiefs. Reprint of John Elway. I'm trying to get my camera more comfortable spot here. There we go. Sonny Jurgensen, QB Immortals for the Redskins. And a Paramount pair, Brandon Lloyd and Wes Welker for the Patriots. That's just a picture of all the rookies from the rookie premiere. That's kind of an interesting card. Kind of nice they did this. You got Eric LeGrand, I'm sorry, out of Rutgers, who was paralyzed, and he signed a contract with the Buccaneers for a short term. They gave him a contract, and you know, he's got a card in the set here, so that's a pretty cool thing. Guy's definitely a worker, and he's going to try as hard as he can to get back into health and walking, and wish him nothing but the best. And you got Matt Schaub, gold. I don't know if I mentioned the golds are numbered to 2012. You get a Ring of Honor, the Super Bowl, Ring of Honor for Eli Manning. Marshawn Lynch, Brandon Marshall, Jim Kelly for the Bills, John Elway, QB Immortals, and a Robert Griffin III and Kendall Wright, Paramount pairs. So far we have our 1 autograph card. We should have 1 more autograph, or we have an autograph, I'm sorry, and a patch card. Although, let's rephrase that. You're supposed to get 2 autographs and 1 rookie patch card. So far we have an autograph. We do have a relic card, but it was not a rookie. So there should still be a rookie patch card in this box yet. In my first case, there was only 5 out of the 6 boxes had the rookie patch cards. So if I have to submit to Topps for any of the missing hits, we will do that. And when the hits come in, we'll just ship them out to whoever should have had them. It'll just be a separate shipment. An Arian Foster mini. Denarius Moore, Sonny Jurgensen, QB Immortals, Dan Fouts, and let's go ahead and show you what we have. We did get our patch. We'll show you that one. For the Bears, you got an Alshon Jeffrey. And it looks like maybe a part of the number here, because it's definitely, there's, you see like jersey material back in the background with the white, and then the orange is more of a plasticky number type material. I do not believe these are serial numbered. No, not serial numbered at all, front or back. But still a nice card there for the Bears. And then a Trent Richardson and Justin Blackmon Paramount pairs. And the rest of our base cards. Again, other breaks we coming. We do have this upcoming week. The next thing to come out is the 2012 TriStar Signacut Baseball, and we did that a little different than a normal break. We didn't do it by team. There's 24 boxes in a case, and we want to make sure everybody got a hit. So basically, we're doing one box per slot. So there's 24 slots. We'll just number each box when they come in. And then it'll be random. If we get 24 buyers, each box will be assigned to one of the buyers. We'll open it and ship it out. The nice thing about this is, your first spot I think is $52. Each additional is $49. But what's really nice is every box is guaranteed to have a cut autograph card numbered to 25 or less. So that's a really, I mean, you're getting an outstanding hit in every slot, no matter what. There's at least 2 101s per case, so 1 out of 12 chance of getting a 101. So really some great hits in there. We've sold only 2 spots so far, and I can assure you I'm not making a ton of money on this. My cost is over $40 before shipping and everything per box, and then I have to reship back out. So I've got maybe a $3 to $4 window per box after all of the fees and everything, and you're therefore getting them almost the same price I am. But I thought it was a neat set. Thought I'd try it. Doesn't look like there's as much interest as I was hoping. But anyway, that is the next thing coming up. That is should be out this week. We're going to break it next weekend, regardless again of how many slots sell. I'm not going to make buyers who paid for spots wait just because we haven't been able to sell through something. Okay, back to this thing. Santana Moss, Darren Sproles, Jason Pierre-Paul, Terry Bradshaw, Joe Namath, and LaMichael James and LeGarrette Blount, both out of Oregon. One other thing I don't think I mentioned, some of the players in that TriStar Signacuts, you could get Babe Ruth, Mickey Mantle, Nolan Ryan. There are going to be some players who are not that caliber, but there's some really top names available out there. So you could do very, very well. And like I said, at $50 a spot, you're getting a hit that's autographed and numbered to 25 or less. You would think most of the times you could at least come close to getting your money back on a worst case, and on a best case you should be able to do pretty well. Joe Montana, Well, we've got an autograph coming up there. Ryan Tannehill and Cyrus Gray. And there's our autograph. We have a Gerald Worthy for Green Bay. And he is a rookie. He was drafted 2012, round 2, 51st pick overall out of Michigan State. So now we've gotten our both autographs and our rookie relic card. And this will be our last pack of box number 1. There's 6 boxes in a case. And the rest of the boxes should go a little bit quicker. We won't have to go into as much detail. There's a Brandon Weeden, Andrew Luck, two nice rookies in that pack. That's not a bad way to, if you got just one pack, at least you get those 2 rookies. That's a nice pack, really. But yeah, these should go a little bit quicker. We shouldn't have to take as much time explaining the process and everything for each of the next boxes. Michael Ignu, gold. Rashard Mendenhall, mini. Marshawn Lynch for Seattle. Warren Moon. Troy Aikman. And you get a Brandon Weeden and Justin Blackmon. Nice for Oklahoma State fans. Nice card. And the rest of the base cards. So after that TriStar Signet Cuts break, the next thing the following week are we have Topps Finest Football. So for our football fans out there, we have another football break coming up, and Topps Chrome Baseball. So those are 2 nice sets that are generally pretty popular. We have a few spots left in the Topps Chrome, more spots left in the football. So if anybody's interested, take a look. We did just lower prices on remaining teams the other day, so they should be down at a pretty fair and very reasonable price for what you're going to get out of them. There are a couple good teams left with some, what I'd say the top better teams. We are doing a divisional break also on the Finest Football, so you can get a better deal by buying 4 teams at a time. You get a price break on it, you get the whole division. Tavares Jackson, Antonio Brown, Terry Bradshaw, and who do we have here? Lamar Miller and Frank Gore. And we're going to get an autograph card here. And this is what I don't like about Topps. Gerald Worthy. How we can keep, how in a case you're going to get the same hit over and over again on a limited hit like that, an autograph. Why they can't mix those up a little better. That's every once in a while I hit cases that just seem to run the same player over and over again, and it's really frustrating. It's, nobody needs to get that many autographs of the same player. And of course, it's never your top one. It's not Tom Brady that you get 6 times or something like that. It's not Andrew Luck you get 3 or 4 times in a case. So it is a little frustrating, but it is the way it is. That's part of the process. And there's the Robert Griffin again. Got a Sebastian Janikowski gold. Cedric Benson for the Bengals, a mini. Ahmad Bradshaw. John Elway and Jim Plunkett. Sonny Jurgensen. And Terry Bradshaw. So we got 2 reprints in that pack. And then we're back to base cards again. Back to the finest football. We have 2 team breaks, 1 divisional break, and we're doing 1 random break. And with that random break, we're doing the same thing as we're doing with the Topps Hobby. We're letting buyers take 8 teams and just throw them out. They won't be included, so we'll only sell 24 slots. And those will be the 24 teams. Hopefully with the best hits, the buyers are going to be able to pick that and determine who's getting thrown out and who we're keeping. So again, now you got a 1 in 24 shot of getting the Colts, or a 1 in 24 shot of getting the Redskins or the Browns, any of those top teams, instead of a 1 in 32 chance. So much better shot. Ryan Matthews mini. Ryan Fitzpatrick for the Bills. Dan Marino. Cedric Benson and Andy Dalton. Jim Plunkett. So that finest random break, I think, again, you can do really well on something like that, because you could end up with a team that sells for $50 or $70 or $100. I believe, if I remember off the top of my head, the starting price, the first team was $36, and each additional team was $33. I wouldn't guarantee it, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was. So if you're interested in something like that, let me know. We'll get you a slot or 2 or 3. Again, anything random like that I do that doesn't sell very well, or we only sell a couple spots, we're going to break it either way. So there's no risk. You don't have to wait until it looks like it's filling up then to grab your spots. Within a week of release, we'll break that regardless if one slot sells or all 24. Just 'cause I think it's not fair to make people wait that long once the cards are out. I know sometimes you pay way ahead because it's a pre-sale, but once the cards are out, I like to get them broken and out to you as quick as possible. Darren Sproles and Marquise Colson. Jim Kelly. Sonny Jurgensen. Michael James. Got a Wes Welker gold, Toby Gerhart, I'm sorry, and Anquan Bolden. Justin Blackmon and Des Bryant, Steve Young, and Len Dawson. Russell Maryland, Joe Adams, Marvin Jones, Andre Carter Gold, Calvin Johnson Mini, Des Bryant Peak Performance. Got a code card, Troy Aikman QB Immortals, Percy Harvin and Bar Gaffney, Bob Greasy, and like everyone else, just base cards. You do when you're all done with this, and you kind of, and I sorted my cards from the first case, and you pile things up, you do get an awful lot of inserts with a jumbo case like this, which is nice, even though you can't maybe get a lot of money for any of them individually. You know, if you can make $1 here, $1 there, and you know, there's an awful lot of cards. And then with your actual real hits, your bigger hits, and all your rookie cards, you know, you should be able to do well on the tops. You know, it's not an expensive case, but they pack a lot into it. And like I said, there's not maybe a big dollar value to some of this stuff, but all in all, there's an Andrew Luck. You know, will we pull 6 or 8 or 10 Andrew Lucks out of this case? You know, so then you figure all the different rookies that you get over and over again. Early Doucette. I always find it's typically, if I have the time to really sell through a case, I can almost always get my money back out of case of Topps products, especially your base Topps. Not sometimes your really expensive premium cards, you either do really well, and you make you get a big hit that really just puts you way over the top, or you just don't get any of the really big hits and you get hammered. So kind of hard to say on that sometimes. Andrew Luck and Jim Plunkett, and we get a Willis McGahee autograph for the Broncos, and a Bart Starr reprint. The only thing with the Topps is sometimes it's a lot more work, because you either got to sell a lot of individual cards, or you got to, you know, put sets together, or, you know, whether it's team sets or, you know, insert sets. Now that I do all these breaks, it's just really hard to have the time to do all the eBay stuff I used to do. So that's why I'd much prefer have the 100% sell through, because it's very difficult to do the breaks and take care of this part and still get stuff listed to sell on eBay. So I think what typically happens with eBay is if you can get your new products listed very quickly, you can do pretty well with your hits. Once the hits have been up for a week or two, it gets a little bit harder to get the top dollar out of them. Cliff Averill, and you see this is a pink bordered card. These are also numbered to $3.99, like the camouflage. So we'll probably get maybe 6 or 8 of those in a case. Mario Manningham, Andy Dalton, let's see, Dan Fouts. It's a nice combination there. You get Andrew Luck and Robert Griffin III. Nice card coming up here. I mean, not a huge hit, but a nice hit. This is Lions Matthew Stafford. And we get a Tim Tebow jersey card for the Jets. So we've gotten actually 2 jersey cards now. That are not either rookie patches, they're not autographs. And they are, they are expected in the cases. They're just not guaranteed so many per box or anything like that. So get a Jarius Wright rookie gold, Terrell Suggs mini, Victor Cruz, John Elway, Andrew Luck and John Elway, Paramount Pairs, and Roger Staubach. We should hopefully in this last pack have our rookie patch card for box number 2. We have not seen that yet. Yeah, and we do have a patch card in here. Nice one. Michael Vick, Marquise Colston, Joe Montana. You got Vincent Jackson and Mike Williams. And we'll just look at our patch card. We have to turn this up. We got a Joe Namath reprint covering it. And for the Panthers, we got a Joe Adams. That's a really nice player there. Joe Adams, wide receiver for the Panthers. Combine him with Cam Newton, you really have a couple really exciting players there for the Panthers. Should see some hopefully some good things from the 2 of them together offensively. Just a huge weapon to add to what Cam Newton can already do. So look for Carolina to take another step forward this year, be a little bit better team. Third box. This will be the halfway point here. When we get through this, we're just getting started with it, but like I said, I think at this point we can probably just keep moving just a little bit faster. You can kind of see what I was talking about, where the hits are strictly in that middle section. Everything else is base cards. Okay, let's see. We start with a Justin Smith gold, Wes Welker mini, Trent Richardson, Ahmad Bradshaw and Jason Pierre-Paul. Roger Staubach. And we got an Antonio Brown. Like I said, I got 3 Antonio Browns in my first jumbo case that I kept for myself. So when I looked online on eBay, there was about 50 listed already. So apparently I'm guessing a very high production run of Antonio Brown autographs. And who was the other guy? We had the Packers guy that we have 2 of already. I've got 1 or 2 of him in my first jumbo case. So definitely not a very good assortment, at least in the 2 cases I've seen so far. Yeah, that sometimes can be good for a, if you bought the Packers or the Steelers and you end up with 3 or 4 copies of an autograph. May not be a $50 autograph, but, $4 here, $5 here definitely helps you get your money back. Santonio Holmes. Sidney Rice. The Garrett Blount and the Michael James. Joe Namath again. And Troy Aikman. The Miami Dolphins team card. Again, that one is numbered to $3.99. Steve Johnson. Brandon Marshall. Andrew Luck and Robert Griffin III. Dan Fouts. Kurt Warner. And we're going to get an autograph here. If it's somebody different, it is. Get a Sidney Rice autograph card for the Seahawks, so it's nice to mix it up a little bit. Arian Foster gold. Alvin Still. Mini. Marshawn Lynch again. Andrew Luck and Don Elway. Nice connection there. Jim Plunkett and John Elway. David Garrard. That's the camouflage number 9. Aaron Hernandez. Laurent Robinson. I get a Paramount pairs, Dez Bryant and Justin Blackmon, and followed by a second Paramount pairs. I haven't seen that. Typically isn't the case, you get two in a pack, but Marquise Colston and Darren Sproles, and Matthew Stafford reprint. Okay, so we're about halfway through box number 3. There's 6 boxes altogether in this case. Okay, Jamal Charles mini, Denarius Moore, Robert Griffin III and Kendall Wright. Okay, and then we have Eli Manning reprint, and we do have a rookie card here, rookie patch card. Ruben Randall for the Giants. So you got Ruben Randall for the New York Giants. And again, those are not serial numbered, but a nice card. And like I said, only 1 per box. So I don't remember how many are in that subset, but if there's say 15 or 20, then each player, that patch card is only 1 for every 15 or 20 or 30 boxes, whatever that turned out to be. So it does make them kind of limited. Gerald Worthy, gold. Ed Reed, Willis McGahee, Cyrus Gray and Ryan Tannehill, Sonny Jurgensen and Len Dawson. We've gotten all 3 of our expected hits already in this, so see if we come up with anything extra. These last couple packs, sometimes there's a variation of the QB Immortals. They have some like plaque type cards, the thicker. There's a Robert Griffin again. And there's an Andrew Luck, peak performance. Vincent Jackson and Mike Williams, Bart Starr, and Joe Montana. Julio Jones, gold. Another Eli Manning, Ring of Honor. Might be our 3rd one of those already. Matt Moore, mini. Brandon Lloyd. Another Matthew Stafford reprint. do on these basic inserts, you do get a lot of repetition. Percy Harvin and Jabbar Gaffney when you're going through a full case, and I guess you kind of got to expect that with a whole case. Like some of those inserts are pretty high prints. Alright, this is the last pack in box 3, so we're halfway. In just a little bit under an hour's worth of time. And really, normally you could probably, if you weren't looking at every card, Andrew Luck, we could probably get through the whole 6 boxes in an hour, but I kind of like to make sure people see things. You got Darius Hayward gold. We got a Matt Moore. That's a black border. Those are numbered to 57. So there's a nice limited card there for the Dolphins. Colt McCoy. Jason Pierre-Paul. Trent Richardson and Justin Blackman. Nice combination of players there. Bob Greasy and Terry Bradshaw. Trent Richardson there, rookie card. Drink a little bit of coffee here. Okay. This is box number 4. Get open. Maybe this is a really good box. It's going to fight me here a little bit. Get our 10 packs. Slide them out of the way a little bit. Okay. We are getting a rookie patch card in this pack. Ray Rice. Miles Austin. Got a Paramount pairs, Ray Lewis and Joe Flacco. Matthew Stafford. And it is a Colts player. It is Kobe Fleener. I saw that horseshoe and I was hoping for a luck, but not to be the case. Still a nice card for the Colts. Ryan Fitzpatrick, gold card. And you get a Kobe Fleener here in the middle like that. That is a variation card, so that is a short print. So you can see, even though it looks like the base card, it came in with hits. That's how you know right off the bat without even going to look. That's your short printed variation. So another card for the Colts there. Let's hope he and Andrew Luck do well together, and that will be a nice hit. Brandon Jacobs, Jared Allen, who was that? I'm sorry, I didn't even read it. Ryan Fitzpatrick and Steve Johnson for the Bills, Bart Starr, and Y.A. Tittle. That's why I don't feel bad about just kind of flipping through these like this. I mean, there's like, I've opened enough of these to know you're not going to get hit in that area of the pack. I like to show every card, but sometimes, like a case like the 3,000 cards, for really take our time with it. It could be 3.5 hours, and you know, it just is a little tough sometimes to find that much time to do a case break. You know, this will, even kind of zipping through them this way, will take us nearly 2 hours. It'll be probably an hour and 40 minutes, hour and 45 minutes by the time we're done. So, Greg Little, that's for the $3.99. Larry Fitzgerald, and then when you figure the time kind of put into the effort of creating the break, pricing it, doing emails, packaging it, shipping it, all the kind of things, sorting all the cards. You know, it may take me, I don't want to say 10 hours per case, but 10 hours per product or more. And I enjoy doing it. I'm not a complaint at all, but it's not a lot of money. So to put in an extra 2 hours to show every single card doesn't make sense sometimes. Andrew Luck and Jim Plunkett, in a case like this at least, or in a, any case where you know where the hits are and then the rest are base cards, sometimes it's easy to just kind of move through them when there's this many cards. Now the smaller cases, even if there's only one hit per whatever, I like to go through every card. Just you never know, there's more parallels or different things. I actually enjoy going through those, and because they are smaller, you could have packs with 4 or 5 cards per pack instead of 50 cards per pack, obviously. There's Andrew Luck, and that again is not the short print. That's the same one we've seen 4 or 5 times. Got Eric Weddle, gold. Matt Ryan, Laurent Robinson, Luck and Griffin, Eli Manning, and Jim Kelly. Robert Griffin III, Rob Gronkowski, that's a nice gold card. DeMarcus Ware, Cedric Benson, Brandon Lloyd and Wes Welker, Plunkett, and a Kurt Warner. Did we get any autographs out of this? I don't think we've gotten any autographs out of this box yet. Let me look through our hits real quick, see if we're still looking for 2. Yep, I think we're still looking for 2 autographs in this box. We got the 2 Kobe Fleener hits, the short print variation, and then the rookie patch card. Like to get one nice rookie autograph. One of the top players would be nice. There he is, Hayward Bay, Patrick Willis, Marquise Colston, and Pierre Thomas. Going to get an autograph in this pack. Roger Staubach. We got a Phil Simms. Then we get a Mike Williams for the Buccaneers. So at least again, that's one I hadn't seen in my case, so that's a little bit of a change, which is nice. Nice. You see that? That's a Robert Griffin, the 3rd gold card. The Redskins, so right on top there, that's a nice card to pull in the gold cards. And number to 2012. Vernon Davis, Mike Williams, Andy Dalton, and Cedric Benson for the Bengals, Joe Namath, Jim Plunkett, so still one more autograph, 3 packs to go. This is box number 4. Okay. Santana Moss, LeGarrette Blount, Brandon Whedon and Justin Blackman, Phil Simms and Terry Bradshaw, Colt McCoy there. Wanted to apologize again for the early morning start we've had the last couple of days. We are breaking 2 cases of Topps Finest football tonight. It just seems like the release has been falling on my weekends to work, which really ties up a lot of my free time at more prime times when I think everybody would be on here live with us. So I do apologize for that. Do 2 cases of Finest tonight. I think I said 9:30. I may move that up. I'll send an email out to everybody if it's going to be earlier. But I want to do 9:30 because I thought that would be a safe time for me tonight. I think it will be. Lamar Woodley. But if I can do it a little bit earlier, maybe I will. Reggie Bush, Justin Blackman. Alshon Jeffrey and Sidney Rice. Looks like we might be getting an autograph here. Eli Manning. Get a Laurent Robinson, not the and not setting the world on fire with our autographs here. But again, if I can change that time tonight, I will. I would much rather have them at times when we can have live viewers with us. It's kind of a little bit more interaction. I'm actually leaving my current job here probably the next month or so. So our break September and October should be a lot easier to schedule those. Good, because I'll be in the preparation of opening my own pharmacy, so we'll be in and out of the pharmacy quite a bit during the day, trying to get set up and ready to run. However, you know, with that being my own business, I can kind of make it and come and go as I want. So hopefully that'll free up some time to continue doing these, but doing them at better times. Okay, jersey card coming up here. We got a Brian Cushing. That's numbered to $3.99, and then a Chris Rainey rookie card camouflage numbered to $3.99. Pat Angerer for the Colts. Javad Best. Lamar Miller and Willis McGahee. Dan Fouts, Len Dawson, and then we get an extra hit here, a Darren McFadden jersey relic card. So we do have a lot of breaks in September. I know Topps Platinum Football, Triple Threads Baseball both come to mind. I can't remember what else is September. And then October, maybe October was a heavier month now that I think about it. Topps Update Baseball, Topps Prime Football, Bowman Chrome Baseball, Topps 5-Star Baseball. There's at least 4 or 5 nice releases there. And hopefully our schedule, we might be able to do some middle of the day, some in the early evening. See what works out for everybody. Unfortunately, right now I've got to work around everybody else's schedule, and these are the mornings I can get up, and I'm not interfering too much with anybody's schedule here in this house or at work, so I can kind of get away with doing these. And at least they're all recorded live, so you know, even if you can't be with us live, you know that everything was done right in front of the camera. There's no questions, it's all one shot. No, we don't stop the recordings to do anything. Charles Tillman, Bears, LeGarrette Blount, Jason Pierre-Paul and Ahmad Bradshaw, Giants. Sometimes the light just catches on there and really makes it tough to see. Aaron Rodgers and Kurt Warner. Casey Hayward Gold, it's a rookie card, and a Pierre Thomas Camouflage, Dallas Clark Mini, Justin Blackman, LeGarrette Blount and LaMichael James, Warren Moon. Looks like we're getting an autograph here, so we got a Roger Staubach QB Immortals, followed by a Nick Toon. So at least we get a rookie autograph here for the Saints. Where is he? Wisconsin? Is that where he played? Yeah, Nick Toon out of Wisconsin. You can see the short print, the variations are pretty infrequent. So far we've only seen one in this case. I think I saw only one or two in my entire case that I did. Was it last night? I think it was last night that I said I opened that Marcell Dareus. It gets confusing after a while with all the cards you open, you forget what you're doing. Vincent Jackson and Mike Williams. Eli Manning. Another autograph coming up here. That's a nice player there. Jason Pierre-Paul for the Giants. And Len Dawson. I'll be interested to see. Sometimes the hobby hits because there's less, or the hobby cases I say, because there's less autographs. There's only one per box. And Robert Griffin again. They seem like they have sometimes better limited hits. Some of the short print stuff you end up getting more of. Gold Atlanta Falcons card. Whitney Mercilus camouflage. This is interesting. I didn't have any. I don't remember any packs that had two or three variations of parallels in one pack, and we've had a couple in a row now that have had like a gold, camouflage, and I'm not even sure what they were calling this one, but I call it pink. And this one's a Casey Hayward, numbered to 399. Jordy Nelson, Mike Williams, giveaway card. Jabbar Gaffney and Percy Harvin. Terry Bradshaw. Kurt Warner. Brandon Weeden and Andrew Luck. Ahmad Bradshaw, Jawad Best, Blackman and Richardson, John Elway, A. Tittle. I have not got a chance. A lot of timing, a lot of meetings, and a lot of preparation with other people. So I hurry up and wait over and over and over again. But gotta be honest, stressful as it's been, it's going to be a joy. I'm so much looking forward to being in business for myself. 49ers Gold Card, AJ Green, Cedric Benson, Kendall Wright and Robert Griffin, Michael Vick and Phil Simms. So, I mean, we spent a good 6 or 7 months really doing the planning and trying to think of just about everything. And, you know, we're already coming across things we missed, but been in pharmacy for over 20 years, so I have a pretty good idea what we needed to do. I think we're going to do okay with all the planning and the preparation, as long as we can get the construction going. That's always the things that are out of my control are the things that drive me the most nutty, because there's so many things I could be doing if any other stuff was underway and started. But just wait for everybody else, wait for permits, wait for this, wait for that. We'll get there though. But I do intend to keep doing the breaks even with the pharmacy. Wes Welker, blacks, that's number to 57. Jason Babin, Miles Austin, Ryan Tannehill, and Cyrus Gray. What I may do if his time is really tight, Dan Marino, is maybe cut back on how many cases I do. Jim Plunkett, and we got a rookie patch card. It's the Browns now. Browns have a couple good hits. Let's hope we've got one or two of them, either a Whedon or a Trent Richardson. But still a nice Trent Richardson, very thick card. And what amazes me is Topps can do their base product card with the thick border like this and cut it really nicely. There maybe is a touch of white up in the back corner here and maybe a tiny touch of something here. But they seem to do it so much better for this than they do for their prime products. Like when they get the really thick products and you get chipping and just sometimes I'm surprised at the $80, $90 a pack cards that they're not 100% in perfect condition, and a lot of them are not. So, but that being a really thick card looked to be a very nice cut. So, nice hit for the Browns. My camera, it seemed to have locked up here so I can see where I am. Okay, Darren Sproles. Just like to make sure I'm still in the picture here. Lamar Miller and Frank Gore, Sonny Jurgensen, Roger Staubach, and then back to the base cards. Two more packs left. This is box 5. And then we'll move into our last box. Rookie for the Bengals. Gold card, Victor Cruz for the Giants, Denarius Moore, Jim Kelly reprint, Y.A. Tittle, and we We got a John Elway and Jim Plunkett. And last pack, box number 5. So again, if you're ever interested, you want to either get on our mailing list just so you know when we're doing breaks, or you want to learn about what's going on, what do we have coming up, that type of thing. If you want to send me a request to dovercards@gmail.com, I can get you added to our email list. I try not to do too many. Sometimes I get in a little streak where I do 3 or 4 in a week or something like that, and then maybe I don't do any for a little bit. It just depends what's going on. If I'm changing prices, I like to let you know the prices have dropped. If we're adding something new, that way, I'd prefer that if you're one of the regular customers, you know first when we add something new, so you can get there and maybe pick up your team before somebody else does. Sebastian Janikowski Gold. But like I said, if you just want to kind of get a feel for what we do, we'll send you all the links. You can watch some of the videos, some of the recaps, see kind of how it works. I can answer any questions I can for you about how we do it, our policies, that type of thing. Andrew Luck and John Elway. There's a small section on our website where we have some buyer feedback. Make everything work better for everybody. Sometimes we're going to get some things that just won't make everybody happy. But I think if you get a chance and you want to see how we're doing, look at that feedback area, and you'll see pretty much all positive comments, all very happy with the service and everything. So, and if you, like I said, if you don't mind, if you've got a few minutes and you don't mind leaving some feedback on there, just honest how your experience has been. If you like, the service, how we're doing compared to other breakers that you've maybe dealt with in the past. We definitely want to address any concerns though that anybody has about the way we do things. All right, this is box number 6. So this is going to finish out our case for the 2012 Topps Jumbo Football. Like I said, this was a 100% sellout. So other than the redemption cards, not the redemption, but the code cards, I had nothing in this for me. So definitely no vested interest. I'll get them sorted and shipped out as quick as we can. We are finishing up the Topps Finest, like I said, tonight, and we have a couple more cases of football that we're doing yet this weekend. So once everything's broken, sorted, we'll get them all packed and shipped. Michael Floyd rookie gold, Heath Miller, AJ Green, I think I gave it to you, but the email again, if you're interested in getting involved, is dovercards, DOVERCARDS @gmail.com. You can find Dover Cards on Facebook, on Twitter. I don't do obviously a lot of tweets or twitting or whatever the proper form is there to say, but occasionally it's usually just to let you know, again, another way to let you know we've got something new or something going on. Sometimes I'll link to a video or a recap that we've done, or if something new comes up that we hear about, we'll maybe let you know that also. Paramount Pairs, Justin Blackman and Trent Richardson. Got a Joe Montana reprint. We've bad all these reprint cards aren't actual originals. We'd be doing really well. Just throw one of them in there once in a while, that would be okay. eBay, kind of see what they're selling for, get an idea, and then have a better idea what what I can sell them for. John Elway, Jim Plunkett, and Aaron Rodgers. Not gotten any hits yet out of this case, so we still have our rookie patch card and we have the 2 autographs coming yet. So let's hope this is our best box of the case. Mark Ingram, Mini, Percy Harvin, Bart Starr, Ahmad Bradshaw, and Jason Pierre-Paul, and a Roger Staubach reprint. Get a gold Seattle Seahawks team card, a Ray Lewis camouflage card numbered to $3.99, Mike Wallace mini, get a Robert Griffin III peak performance, Dan Marino, LeGarrette Blount and Michael James, Michael Vick reprint. We are getting an autograph here. For the Chiefs, it's Cyrus Gray. I will tell you that I can see already this corner here is pretty dinged up. I don't know if you can make it out on there. Not sure why that would be, but that's a brand new card right out of the pack. And that corner there is, maybe you see it better. So hopefully maybe that's just for your personal collection and you can try to flatten it out, put it into a case, and maybe that'll at least make it look to be a more straight from the box, brand new kind of card. Andrew Luck. Jay Cutler, Jabbar Gaffney, got Bart Starr. Then we got Jabbar Gaffney and Percy Harvin. Dan Fouts, and then we get a Jabbar Gaffney autograph. So that should be our last rookie, or last autograph, not rookie, last autograph. So we didn't do, great with autographs. We got a couple for a rookie variation card. Like I said, I opened a case last night and either got one or two, and I just can't remember if it was two or one. Drew Brees gold, Brandon Jacobs, Fred Jackson, Arian Foster, another Dino card, Frank Gore, Lamar Miller, and Jim Plunkett. That last three packs, pretty much kind of only finish this up. Take the dogs out, get my dog, and take her to feel lucky this morning. All right on. If you get time, check out our website. It's at http://dovercards.forum, FORUM, ocean.com. We got, like I said, quite a few breaks up there. A lot of teams left right now. We just did take some price breaks. So you may have some good deals out there. You can take advantage of James. And again, if you want to join our email distribution list, just email dovercards@gmail.com. Jeff Freeman, Bowie, Bo, Dan Fouts, Marquise Colton, and Darren Sproles, and a Bart Starr. But to those of you who buy from me regularly, really thank you all so much. I haven't been involved in too many other groups before. I've done a few cases as a buyer, but I just think we have just a great group of people, fantastic buyers. So it makes doing all the enjoyable. Thank you all very much for being part of it. I could absolutely not do it without. I did when I first started. I told somebody an email the day. Started it when I was buying my cases as I'm going to buy a whole case and sell off the hits and try to make money. It's really tough because by the time you got your hits listed on eBay, and somehow some people always had their cards a day or two before release break, so they theirs up and get the best price. Patch, Michael Ignew, tight end for the Dolphins. Really nice looking card. 2-color patch. But again, without you guys, there'd be, there's no way I'd still be doing this. I would have given it up by now. So thank you all very much. Got our last pack here. Got a lot of really nice stuff coming up again in the next couple months. So I personally, I like the Topps Platinum Football. We have not had a lot of movement on that yet so far, but I don't know if that's just because football hasn't really gotten started or what the situation is, but I like the product. I think they have a couple cases listed, a lot of open teams. John Abraham, Darrelle Revis, I should say, Frank Gore. How can I mess up Darrelle Revis and say his name wrong? He's one of my pit boys. Bob Reese, Vincent Jackson and Mike Williams. (2012) Topps Football. Again, thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of the breaks.